We've got tips and recipes for healthy living. So for fun and inspiration, come and join us in the raw food world.
Welcome everybody, this is Matt Monarch with the Raw Food World TV show. And today we're going to go a little bit deeper in the concept of what aged me the most on the 100% raw food diet. And this is part 2, so you might want to watch the first one, and you probably won't get fully what I'm saying here today. Now, a lot of people got the concept that I was trying to portray, but a lot of people didn't. There's a few people that didn't, so I want to go deeper into it here today. What we were saying is, when you eat a consistent diet, and when you improve your diet and you eat a consistent diet, you're adapting to your new diet. But when you eat a consistent diet, when you go beyond this and eat more than your consistent diet on a regular basis, consistently, you will age. And this concept isn't too difficult to understand, because for any of you, let's say you're on the standard American diet and someone offers you 6 McDonald's hamburgers and 6 fries and 6 sodas every single day. It's probably a bit too much for you, and you would probably get sick if eating that much. And if you continue to eat that amount of food for 3, 4, 5 months, there's a very good chance that it's going to age you. It's kind of like that movie Super Size Me. For 30 days, he just ate McDonald's and nothing else, and he ended up with high cholesterol, heart issues, among other things. So that concept is pretty cut and dry. I guess what people are having the issue with is believing that the small amount of food that I eat, like if you were to think to yourself, you can't conceive eating my 1 raw food meal a day and like drinking, vegetable juice throughout the rest of the day or coconut water. It's like, it's unconceivable, because you can't fathom it. But when you eat a consistent diet, you evolve and you adapt. Your body becomes cleaner because you detox, it becomes more efficient, and you adapt to your new diet. So now you're at a new consistent diet, just like you were on the standard American diet, and if you go above and beyond this, you have the potential to age. The amount of food I eat is effortless. I have no food issues whatsoever. It's like I can't even fathom eating more, just like you can't fathom eating 6 hamburgers a day with 6 fries and 6 sodas. It's the same exact thing. And as I discussed earlier, the big jump at the very beginning is the first thing that is the most difficult, and that's where food issues come along. So let's go deeper into this concept right now. Okay, so here we are. We're at our standard American diet right here. And what happens is, when you improve your diet, let's say to a whole foods diet right here, what happens is when you consistently eat this right here, the difficult jump is the detox process to adapt to this new diet. You have to detox all this junk to get here. And it's just like the coffee drinker. Here, you're a coffee drinker, and then you improve your diet by not drinking coffee anymore. So you go through withdrawals, also known as detox, until it's all gone, and then you've stabilized out to where you have no desire or cravings for the coffee anymore. So here we are, standard American diet, whole foods diet. You detox right here. And what happens is, here's the new part of the concept. When you, during this process from here to here, it could take, depending on how old you are, how long you've been on this type of diet, it took me 7 years to get to there. It could take decades. It could take 12 years to stabilize out at this new diet. And during this time of detox and going through withdrawals, you become younger. Your body goes through regeneration. So what happens is, you're on your regular consistent diet and you're just aging. Everybody ages at a pace. But when you improve your diet, as your body evolves and detoxes and adapts, you become younger. Your skin becomes younger. Your organs regenerate. you start to become younger and heal from disease. And then when you stabilize out at your new diet, what begins to happen again is you age again, because you're eating your same consistent diet, you're stabilized out there, the food is aging the body again. Because when you improve your diet, you went through this is what was aging you before. You go through all these withdrawals, and then your body stabilizes out, you become more efficient and more clean, and now what's aging you? I mean, there's many factors that age people, but if we're only looking at food here, this is what happens. And then what happens is you start to age again once you stabilize out completely, but at a slower rate, at a slower pace now, at a slower rate than you did before, because the foods you were putting in your body were more damaging then. So you eliminate the foods, you go through withdrawals and detox, you become younger for 7 to 10, 15 years. Colon cleansing actually expedites the process from going here to here probably by 25 times, and it makes it very easy because it takes the cravings away. It's cheating the process. It is the ultimate secret. So if you're to do colon hydrotherapy, instead of it taking 15 years, it might just take 7 years like it did me. It was very, very rapid. But that process of becoming younger is shortened, because normally it could become younger for like 15 years, but you see what I'm saying here? So it's kind of a special aspect. So here we are, you made it to the whole foods diet, and now you can go even further to a raw food diet. And then your body's gonna evolve and adapt to here. So you eliminate, but here, let's go back to the whole foods. If you were to eat what you used to eat, that's gonna age you, because your new consistent diet's right here. And many people on the whole foods diet know this because they've gotten sick by eating their old food choices, or they can't even fathom eating fast food restaurants anymore because they know what's gonna happen. So you improve your diet, let's go to raw foods. So what happens is you become younger again until you stabilize out, and then when you're at your new diet, you start to age again, but at a slower pace because you're putting even less damaging foods into your body, and you become younger during this process. But the further you go down, your body becomes more efficient, and the quicker your body adapts. So if you're at the standard American diet and you're at Whole Foods, it might take 15 years, but then let's say you make the big jump to raw food, this to here might only be like 3 years. Your body becomes very efficient, and there's less toxins to eliminate. It's very interesting. And you can even take it further than the raw food diet. Like I said, it is effortless for me to eat the way I do. I actually struggle sometimes. I'm eating to hold my body back from eating less and less and less, because I don't want to suffer the consequences in the long run, which is in part of this concept we're about to discuss. So here I was on a raw food diet, and now I'm eating then I went down here to 2 meals of raw foods every day. I shrank the meals, and now here I'm at 1 meal a day, and this is what's going on. My body's like trying to push me forward to go even further, and it's effortless. If it were up to me, I'd probably just drink juices all day long. I sometimes don't eat because, I just drink juices, but there comes a time. It's kind of like a balance. So you keep becoming younger. Why wouldn't somebody want to keep going down? There are a few reasons. One is the foods up here are more damaging to you. So you can't, as I discussed in that last one, Luigi Cornaro, he was eating, 10, 12 ounces of food, and then he went up 4 ounces after doing that for decades, and he almost died. So it's a very strict aspect. But also, the planet we live on today, the environment and the pollution is toxic. So if you become too clean, then the environment can start to age you, if that makes sense. Toxicity can. And let's look at it this way. Oh, this is difficult. Here we are. We've got The standard American diet is aging you so much that the environment has like little effect on your aging process. Because you're not clean. The cleaner you are, the more harmful these environmental toxins are. But as you improve your diet, these environmental toxins affect you more. And if you go too far, if you're like a liquidarian, this is why I'm trying to hold myself back, the food is not really aging you anymore. There's other factors such as the environment. Because you're so clean, the juices are less toxic than the actual environment. So this is when that can start to environment and impact you. So the key is to find that perfect balance where the food is aging you just about as much as the environment in a sense. So there's like the perfect balance. This is just a concept. Now, I understand that there are many factors that age somebody, but if we were to eliminate all factors but the food we eat, this is where I'm going. So let's say stress is a factor in aging somebody. Your stress level is going to age you. That's what your stress level is. There's no avoiding it. I mean, you could learn how to fix your stress level, but the stress along with the food, that's like two factors that are aging you. So we could optimize the food, and then we could work on other things. It's just one thing. It's no big deal. And these concepts, these are advanced concepts I like to consider in the raw food realm. I go deep into this in my book, Raw Success, if you want to learn more about this sort of thing. The environment, the sensitivities, and all that other fun stuff. Raw Spirit is my other book that I wrote. Can't believe I wrote it. What the Raw Food Advocates Don't Preach. I kind of go into all the emotional food issues that I went through, and people don't talk about that, why the raw food diet's not easy, and blah, blah, blah. Okay, and the final thing I want to talk about is last time I gave an example about the venom in the snake hunter. Now, a lot of people didn't like this example, so I got a better one for you that will probably make more sense. If every one of us, any one of us, were to take a teaspoon of arsenic right now, that is so toxic, we would fall dead on the floor within minutes. However, don't try this at home. If we were to take a drop of arsenic, just a drop, there's a good chance that we're going to survive. And then if we took another drop the next week, and the next week, and then we started to increase our dosage to 1 drop twice a week, and if we kept doing this over many months, maybe years, we could probably build up our bodies to being able to handle that teaspoon of arsenic without any effects of dying. It's not the healthiest thing to do, but we can do it. And this is what we've been doing with our diets. We start with baby formula, 1 drop of arsenic, and then we get older, we start eating fast food, and we've adapted and evolved to be able to handle the standard American diet. So if you were to eliminate that teaspoon of arsenic that you built up to, and you waited a year as you detox it all, and then a year later you were to take that same teaspoon of arsenic, you would die. So we've built up to the standard American diet. When you bring it back to eating less, your body adapts and evolves. You withdraw all the formula and the toxicity and the stuff that are not meant for the human body. You evolve into that stuff's gone. Now, if me, who's been doing this with colon hydrotherapy, expediting the process 25 times, were to go back to McDonald's and have that hamburger and fries, you probably won't see me the next day. This is the concept that people are having a tough time, difficult time grasping. Eating small amounts of food at the beginning, when you go through the withdrawal process, is the most difficult. But once you evolve and adapt, it is absolutely effortless. My body wants me to eat less, and I have no desire for anything else. And this is the thing you just have to trust me in, because that's what's happening. Lots of more TV shows coming your way. And this is Matt Monarch. And we'll see you next time at the Raw Food World TV show.
Thanks for joining us. We'll see you inside the raw food world.